points to a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown on Tyreek Stevenson, that's too easy, right? The communication.
Say he's more of a zone type player, and you're going against St. Brown, that twitchiness at the top.
That matchup's going to decide this thing. You've got Amon-Ra St. Brown against Trent McDuffie. Best on best right there.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, double move on Marlon Humphrey. So Goff isn't so much worried about St. Brown winning on the route. He's got to hold.
It's just a great job by him getting up, feeling the leverage.
What I like about this, St. Brown running a deep in cut, and he just snaps it in there. Perfect timing.
Yeah, and that's who he is, right? He's a crowd quieter. I mean, you're getting back into it. Look at that release to the outside. That allows him to get back open.
Two posts. Amon-Ra's the outside one. Breaking out in front of Kobe Durant. Out. They can now basically run it down to the end. It's just a little drift concept. Play action fake. You get all the linebackers into the...
There's Amon-Ra. Going to run right back to the outside. He's working against their backup, Corey Black.
Perfect coverage called with Murphy inside leverage. He cannot let him get in there. The strength of that coverage today. This is a simple high-low first go underneath. If they take him, Brown opens up behind it.
The guy that was questioned whether or not he'd be able to play with the ankle, you go to him. He's been making plays all night. He goes up there against Deron Bland.
Yeah, look, if you're going to get soft coverage, Jared Goff.
3, and he's at the slot. Nick McLeod, a little rub route from Khalif Raymond.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he's going to take this thing across the field. A lot of times they'll want to go inside the next receiver, even inside the tackle in that situation.
Where he is such a tough runner, especially once he gets the balls in his hands. So run after the catch. There's not a guy who's tougher at just getting those hard yards.
Just a curl route, come right back to the ball, elevate a little bit.
Yeah, here he is in that second outside spot, and look at the window that Jared Goff throws that football.
What everyone is used to seeing, right? You have 2 runs. They get nice gain on both of those runs. Now here comes the play action. Opens up the middle of the field. Of course, the linebackers biting on the play action. And Jared Goff, Amon-Ra, they have that same connection for the past 3 years.
It's just one-on-one with Walsh. This is a curl route. I hate curl routes in the man coverage. And he's right there with that big body.
He's going to be coming in. You can see him just on the edge of the right screen right there. Just a little stutter move at the top. Just a little choice route that opens up that middle of the field. So
you know that is his guy. Amon-Ra St. Brown goes inside, splits the 2, gets the easy touchdown. He's going against Mikey Sanders still, and they really...
Ridiculous play. St. Brown evading the man at the line of scrimmage, then gets into the defense. Not the first window, not the second window, all the way to the third window.
Really a good job by Goff. Third down, he has been on point.
Out pressure. You see Gardner Johnson has no help. And the boot to the left, zone coverage. You're thinking it's going to be man. St. Brown finds the spot, sneaks his way out of the backfield. Great play design, and when we did talk to Coach...
To go different players into the same area. St. Brown this time one-on-one matchup against Bridges. Easy, able to pull away the 2 linebackers.
Something out of bounds would be great. Here. You see their defense. Yeah, they needed that. They got inside pressure, the same one we've shown you a few times today. And Goff stood in the pocket, better protection.
Well, this offense pretty much runs through Amon-Ra St. Brown, and after last week, regardless of any week, they're the best in the league run after the catch. And they've got those types of players that once they get the ball in their hands, they're difficult to bring to the ground. But you just got a minute. Marlon Humphrey, number 44, is going to be the one who grabs, and he's got his eyes in the backfield. He's just not anticipating that St. Brown's going to go out on the route. But we saw in man coverage what he can do. Now they play zone. Jamel Dean's on the outside. He starts like he's going to the post, and then he is able to plant, come back out. But all that space, Dean's playing pretty soft.
Gain of 7 in a fresh set.
Well, it's good on good. It doesn't get better than this. I'm on St. Brown, and then you got Kyle Hamilton, and just an excellent route. Joe, you talked about it a moment ago.
Yes, and there's Amon-Ra. Remember, everything looks like a run. and then sure enough, picked off the defender that was supposed to block.
Teams to start doing, because you'll see the linebackers start running out here and trying to get outside, but they just don't get.
You just get a little stack out here, and you got Jamison Williams, so you know you got to worry about the vertical going deep. Well, that clears out too. And again, you're putting some people in some tough positions.
As Goff connects with St. Brown.
Goes right off of the play action. Amon-Ra, man against Tyreek Stevenson. Tyreek had a good game last week, but this is a different wide receiver.
It's going to end up being cover 2, outside leverage by the corner. Goff holds his eyes, keeps.
Just had a good year, but Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to come in on the cross, and when you're matched up one-on-one with him, and Jacob Parrish being a rookie, of course, he slips, but that's a tough matchup. Amon-Ra St. Brown